Hello, Flutter developers. Welcome back to another exciting part of our Flutter e-commerce application development series. In today's episode, we are diving into the world of shopping cart management. So let's get started. As our app grows, it is crucial to provide user with a seamless shopping experience. In this part, we will introduce a shopping cart feature allowing users to add products, manage quantities, and view their selected items. So let's dive into the code. So we begin by creating our cart model class, which represents an item in the shopping cart. As we created a model for our categories and for our products to be created. So now it's the time to manage our card, so we will be just creating a model for our card. So I will right click on the model directory, and now I'll be just selecting on a new file, and here we will be just creating the cart model. So I'll just name it cart model.dart, and I will be just creating a class, and I'll just name it cart model. And as usual, we will be just also um, using the change notifier. And there you have it. Now we just need to um, import this, the material library, and now we just need um, for the card to be just created, we just need an ID for that, and we also require the product ID to be shown on the cart, and the quantity, and we will be just managing the quantity also. So we will be just getting all these titles and the price and the images from our that product models, and we will be just getting them from there. And now we just also need to manage the cart, add the cart, and show a badge here also, and we just need to manage and measure the length of products added into the cart. So yeah, let's just begin by just adding cart ID, product ID, and the quantity. So for that, I'll be just creating the final fields. I'll be just creating a string which will be cart ID, the product ID, and the integer which will be the quantity. Great. Now we just need to create the constructor for this. So for that, we will be just creating that. So I'll just create the constructor, and that's it, we are just done. So we have just created our cart model. Now it's time to create the provider class for the cards to manage our this cart. So for that, I will be just creating a new file. This time it will be cart provider, and here as usual we have just created this product provider. So we just created a product provider and just use this change notifier to get the provider state management and change our state as the value changes. So it will just instantly change the screen and refresh the screen for us. So we just need to use this change notifier. So yeah, we will be just doing the same thing to our this card provider. So I will be just creating a class which will be card provider. I'll just use the with and a change notifier provider, and great. Now we will be just creating a map for our card provider. So we just need to um, head or whatever user just add a product into the cart. So we just need to add it into our that map. So we will be just using the map because we will be just storing our items in key and values form, so we can be just able to um, delete something and just modify that, which will be very much easy for her. So I'll be just using the final map, and here we just need to use the map. The key should be the string one, and the value should be our cart model type. So I'll just add that, which will be cart model. So I'll just name this with the cart items, and I'll just add it, nothing, and so far I'll just let it be empty. So yeah, basically I'll just make you understand what this key and pair value will be. So here the value will be this, and we just need a sorry, the first thing will be key. For example, it is the key, and this will be the um, value, and we can be just accessing this value by using this key, and we can just add multiple products into it, and we just need to access it by this key. So it will be key 1, it will be key 2, and so far so good. So we will be just doing and using that. So great. Now I will be just using this map again. I'll just use the string, and now we just need to head cart model has our value. So now I'll be just making a getter function for this. For that we will just using the get keyword, and I'll just name it get cart items, and that's it. Now I'll just return this um our private field basically. So I'll just use the return keyword, and I'll just return that, and done. Great. Now, basically, it is a private field and a private cart items of type map, so it will not be accessible outside of this class. So that's the reason we just need to make getter function for that, so we can just get this outside of the class. Great. Now we will be also now creating a function which will be a void one, and now we just need to create a function for add product to cart, so we can be just able to add the product into the cart. So for that we will be just doing that, and I'll just name it add product to the cart. And now we just need to add some kind of required field, so we will be just adding the products into the cart by using um, the product id. So we will be just making require the product id. So whatever product id the user clicks on the product here, basically this is this product has a unique product id. So when user clicks on this button, add to cart button, so by the product ID, the user will be able to add this item into the cart, and same thing goes to all of them. So yeah, now we just need to head the field, which will be string and the product ID. Great. Now I'll just create the body to head. So now we will be just um, heading whatever values we will be just getting from the user side, and we will be just adding it into our this map. So it will be, and according to that we will be whatever products will be headed into that map, and we will be just showing that into our cart screen again. um, so now I will be just calling our this cart item variable, and now we will be just accessing the function for that, which is put f absent. So we will be basically just doing that if some product is already inside the cart, inside this map basically. So we will not be able to add that again. So for that reason we will be just using this function for if absent, if it is not available in this map, so then just add that id into this map basically. So here is the logic. So I will be just providing the key to it, which will be the product id, whatever id we will be just getting from that side, and we will be just doing that and checking that. So now if it is not there, so we will be just creating a one. So for that we will be just using our cart model to create a cart item. which will be the cart model, and now it requires the cart ID. So now we will be just creating the cart ID a unique one. So if you remember, we have added a package which was UID, which will just generate unique IDs for us. So we will be just using that, which will be UID, and we will be just using the version 4 for us. So great. So now we just need the product ID and the quantity. So for now I will be just adding the quantity as hard coded, but uh, next we will be just creating a function to manage and control the quantity. So for now I have just added it as one hard codedly. So we will be just managing that also, but for now I'll just let it as hard coded. So great. Now we are done by creating this card provider class, and now we will be just going to our card screen, which provides a user friendly interface for managing the shop cart. Users can view added items, adjust quantity, and proceed to checkout. So let's bring some important changes and get the items from the cart provider class. So I will be just moving to my that cart screen, which is inside this cart directory. So yeah, you just say we have just managed our code and organized our code, so we can be just get uh, the screens and all the things easily. So it is a good practice to just manage the code, and when you come back to your code, and you will just can easily get whatever you needed. So I'll be just moving to my cart screen again, and now here we will just bring some kind of changes here. So first thing first, now we will be just checking how this empty thing. So yeah, we will be just moving here. Now we just check if I have just we just need to create a function here to just check if our cart is empty or not. So now we just need to check if some product in the cart or not. So according to that, we will be just showing the screen if there is no item available on the cart. So we just need to show that screen basically, which the empty bag which we have just created there. So for now we will be just checking if there is item available in the cart. So just show this the available products, and if there is no item on the cart or added any item on the cart, so just show that screen. So for that we just need to create a function, a simple boolean function, type of bool, and which will be is product in cart, and we just need to also add some kind of required things into it, which will be product ID. So we will be just checking the product and adding the product using the product ID. So we will be just checking that, which will be string and the product ID. Great. So I'll just return the cart items if contains the key. So if the product ID is available there, so just show that. Great. Now we will be just able to check if the cart is empty or not. So I'll be just moving again to my this screen, cart screen basically. So here now we will be just checking that. But first we just need to initialize our cart provider class here. So for that we just need to create that, which will be final cart provider is equal to provider, and I'll just import this, which will be this. Great. Now we just use the op context, and now we just need to also add the class name, which class we just want to access. So for that I'll just use the cart provider. Great, done. So now we will be just checking on databases as if it is empty, so just show the empty bag if the cart is empty, so just show this empty bag. So for us now we will be just doing that, which is cart is empty if cart provider get cart items is empty, so just show this bag basically. So yeah, now we are done. um, so we just getting some kind of errors because we have not added this card provider class into our main dot. So we just need to provide that also. So for that we just need to tell that we are using another provider, which is our card provider. So I'll just do that, which is this, and now I'll just save this, and there you have it. Great. Now as you see that our cart is empty, so we are just getting this screen. So good. So I'll just move to cart screen again, and now we will be just bringing some kind of changes here, like this label, the cart label, and the item count from the list, and then we are just good to go. So let's just provide them. So for that we will be just using that, which will be cart item. For that we just need to use the dollar sign, the concatenation, the curly braces, and here now we will be just using the cart provider dot get items, and now we just need to use the length. So we are just getting that error because of this cons, so we will just remove that. And now we will be just getting the length dynamically also, so I'll just copy this from here, cart provider, and I'll just paste this. Great. Now we also just need to wrap our this cart widget with the change in notifier provider to just make our screen update or rebuild when the value changes. So for that we will be just doing that. We will be just wrapping this widget with the widget, and now we will be just changing it with the change notifier dot value, so we can be just able to head and value into it. So for that I will be just doing that, and now we just need to use the field value, and now we will be just providing that. So as you know that it is we just can get the values, which is a map basically, so which are the in that map we are just storing our key and the value. So now in the value section we just need to get the value, so for that we will be just doing that. So we the card provider get cart items, and now we just get the values from there, and we will just do it convert it to a list, and on the list now we will just provide the index to it. So now we will be just getting the values according to the indices, and we will be just going good. So I'll just save this here from now, and now we will be just moving to our cart widget screen. So the cart widget screen is a visual representation of a product in the shopping cart. It displays the product details, quantity, and provides options for further actions. And here in cart widget we will also be getting the items from the cart provider class. So let's just do there. So I'll be just going to my this cart widget class, and here we will be just also bringing some kind of changes. So now I'll just initialize our cart model provider, which will be that cart model provider, or just the cart provider. So whatever you like, you can just do that. So I'll just make it final for that. Great. Now I'll just use the provider here again, which is provider this, and now the of context, and we just need to provide the class name, which class we just want to access, which is cart model. Great. Now I'll just save this. So now we just need to bring the changes, and we just need to get the images from our cart. So now we will be just getting that. So for that, now we just need to create and copy that function which we just created in our this basically widget class, which was the product widgets, I guess. So yeah, we will be just copying all of these from here, this, and I'll just go back to my this cart widget, and now we just need to provide it, and we will be just importing the required fields, and now we will be just getting the product ID uh, from this instance. So we will be just getting that. Great, so we are done. So now we can just be able to get the images from there. So for that we will be just doing that. So yeah, I'll just change this, which is get product, and now product image. Done. So yeah, we will be just also checking for the empty one. Have this cart is empty, so just show her empty screen here basically. So we will be just showing a sized box, which will be get current product is equal to null. So just show her, sorry, null, just show her const sized box dot shrink. Great. Now however is not, so just show that. So great. And we will also be getting the labels and some other things for her. So I will be just doing that. We will be just doing good. Where there is that, that is the title, and we will be just getting the title from that class, which is get current product and the product title. Great. I'll just save this, which is next to line. We will also be getting the price, as we have just done this in our product widget. So we will be just doing the same thing here. For that we will be just using the dollar sign get product, get, which is current product dot price, product price, and that's it. Now we just need to remove the const because we are just getting the um, dynamically. So we just need to add this, and sorry, we just need to add this. Good. Now I'll just save this. And now we also be just getting the quantity from there. So for that we will be just using this and this, and we just need to get the uh, quantity from our cart. So I'll be just getting that from there. So it is cart quantity, and now we just need to remove this const, and that's it. So I will be just moving to my search screen. Here now we will be just adding to the cart, and now I'll be just moving to the cart again, so the screen is not being refreshed. So let's just go to our cart provider class, and here now we just need to use the change notifier basically to just inform our screen that there is some kind of changes into the values, so just change the screen. So I'll just do that, and let's see, now we will be just doing good. So I'll just auto restart this first. So for that we just need to add this product into the cart. So for that we just need to configure the on press function of this basically. So we will be just moving to our this products and the product widget class, and here we will be just um, configuring that. So now we just need to call the and create the cart provider instance of that. For that we just need to use the functions of cart provider. So I'll be just creating that, which is cart provider, and is equal to provider. As usual, it will be the of context, of context, and that's it. Now we just need to provide the class, which class data we just need to get, which is the cart model. Oh sorry, this time it will be the cart provider, so we can be just doing that. Oh great. Now we will be just doing um, using this instance, and now we will be just configuring that. So basically, yeah, this is the on-tap function of that. So for that we will be just configuring this. So now for first we will be just checking the cart, if cart provider is product in the cart. So for that we will just need to use the cart provider, and now we will be just getting that function as product in the cart. So now we will be just getting the product ID um, from our get current product, which is get current product dot product ID, and done. So yeah, now I'll just do that. I'll save this and I'll just remove this. We just don't need this. We just need to configure the body of this. So for that we just need to header return, to do nothing. Great. So and then we will be just coming out of this. Now we will be just also heading that product into the cart. For that we will be just using the cart provider, and we will be just calling our that add a product to the cart, and now we just need to provide the id. So we will be just providing the id from here. So we will be just providing that, and I'll just set this. And now we also just need to change this icon whenever item is added into the cart. So we will just change the icon with the check button. So for that we will be just going to icon section here. So we will be just checking that. So for that we will be just doing that, which is child icon, and here which will be um, cart provider dot his product in the cart. So we just need to provide the product id. So for that we will be just using this. So it is basically the const. We will just remove this, get product id, current product id, and create. So we will be just using the question mark, and if it is so just show the icon dot check, which is icons dot great. So if it is not, so just show the cart icon to us. So I'll just set this, and we will be just going good. And I'll just add the const keyword here. So now I'll just simply do what? I'll just auto restart my this application from here, and now we will be just checking. So yeah, when I just click this, our this button is changed to the check button, and now I'll just move to the cart, and here you have it. We just got um, the things here on the cart. So yeah, that's it for this part. We will be just configuring the other things on the next part, like deleting and managing the quantity, and configuring this checkout thing. So in part 15 we have successfully implemented a shopping cart feature in our Flutter e-commerce application. Users can now add products, manage quantities, and view the selected items. If you found this part helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more Flutter tutorials. Stay tuned for our next segment, where we will explore additional features to enhance our e-commerce application even further. Until then, stay happy, stay fit, and as usual, happy fluttering.